InfoWarsLife.com, or give our crew a call. They can answer all your questions or tell you about any of the specials at 888-253-3139.
Hey, how you doing, Alex?
Good, brother.
Just recently started using your products. Everything you said about them is correct. Me and my wife both use a lot of them, and it's made a lot of changes in our lives here.
Well, thank you, brother. It's because it also funds our operation, but doing that, I know I've got to have the highest quality. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals.
We do the Super Male and the Super Female Vitality. Big changes, a lot of energy. We've gotten off of the cheap energy drinks, energy shots, saving a ton of money there.
Sourced from powerful organic herbs, harvested around the planet, and then concentrated for maximum potency. They want us stunned and dumbed down, and energy drinks and stuff just cover that up for a while, but then burn you out, in my experience, whereas stuff that gets your glands naturally going goes right to the source. So it's pretty exciting, and I love it. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life. Introducing Secret 12, the new InfoWars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin. Secret 12 is simply taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules. You will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Hello, this is Hank Hill, and I'm telling you what, you need to listen to Alex Jones.
Yeah. Infowars.com.
Live from Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
Coming up in the next hour, open phones. What do you think of Herr Hitlery? I think it's fair to compare her to Hitler. She'd love to be in total power, total control. But is the presidency a crown to be passed back and forth between two families? We'll open the phones up. I'll get the number out in the next segment. Putting bookends on the whole gay agenda, gay assault, homosexual assault, whatever you want to call it. It's about controlling words. It's about dominating. It's about bullying. And it's about selling an entire totalitarian agenda billed as leftist on the back of, quote, being accepting and tolerant. It's about guilting the public into submitting to Obamacare and open borders and all the rest of it. And I go see a movie, and basically almost the whole thing is about how poor gay people have been persecuted and how illegal immigrants have as well, and it's okay they're involved in identity fraud, and the boyfriend steals identities and doesn't get in trouble. I mean, it's just, I couldn't believe it. And it's movie after movie now. It's like anything I go see, they don't tell you. And it's a huge lecturing against the family, against guns, against sovereignty. Or I go see a movie and there's a bad guy that's got my name, and I go see another movie and there's a bad guy that's got my name, and then I go see another and they go, I'm a racist that hates blacks and Jews and everybody else because because I follow Alex Jones. That was the David Cross movie just came out. I mean, it's just like, it's a full-on assault, and it was so crystallized in my mind when I left the movie theater last night, and in 20 minutes talking about this, I haven't articulated, I think, in the totality of why I'm so upset. The world is in major crisis. Genetic engineering is already mutating plants, animals, bacteria, you name it. The Earth's ecosystem is collapsing. And it's why I get so upset when they obsess over carbon dioxide so they can tax it and regulate it and control all development to centralized control when they ignore the thousands of real things that need to be done right now. The globalists are destroying the world, throwing gas on the fire while lecturing everyone about giving them total control to fix it. And in almost every case, they are the full authors of what's happening. That's what's crazy when you really study this. And it's the same thing with this whole, quote, gay agenda. I open up the newspaper locally, or I turn on television, the news. I come and read stacks of news every day, and I mean, there'll be 15 articles about tax day, extra difficult for many same-sex married couples. Associated Press. And it's like, fine, I'm sure it is tough. The point is, this is not the only issue in the world. I've got a stack of news here with new fake rape allegations in campuses. And it's just almost every time it turns out it's totally fake. The lacrosse thing years ago, the stuff that Rolling Stone's getting sued over, admitting they just made it up, cross burnings on a weekly basis, swastikas on a weekly basis, and it always comes out months later that it's done to make the group look like victims. I mean, there's hardly anyone burning crosses or putting up swastikas. I mean, give me a break. What, in a few spots in East Texas? Maybe in a few towns in Alabama? But see, we're all just so afraid of this boogeyman that all the real problems are going forward. I mean, our government's trying to start war with Russia. Our government's funding Al-Qaeda, now known as ISIS. I have a stack of news on that I'm going to get to, that are just blowing up churches, kidnapping and grabbing children, forcing women into sex slavery, from Central Africa all the way to Pakistan. And our government is backing them. And then when they got caught 2 years ago backing them, they just changed the name and then now go, oh, they're rampaging. No one can stop them. And the Iraqi president comes out 3 times and goes, we have caught the NATO forces arming ISIS. This is all staged. I mean, I'm worried about that, folks. I'm worried about an elite that would put salmon in the ocean that are now in the ocean that major university studies show will extinct all the natural salmon. They're 3 times larger. They've got insect genes in them. They've got all sorts of weird, unnatural proteins. You wonder why we're all getting cancer, why the allergies are increasing. I mean, within 20 years, folks, it's going to be crazy town. You're going to need all the advanced technologies just to stay alive. See, we won't get all the advanced technologies to live longer. It'll be just to keep us alive. You're going to have 3-parent embryos soon, because there isn't going to be anyone with sperm that works. Talk about children of men. It's already here. And then you pull back and you realize it's all an engineered plan, and you go, oh, my God, there's no way these people are human. When you really get to the bottom of the rabbit hole, and I'm not saying they're space aliens, but, man, when you really get to the bottom of the global elite and what they're doing, it's just a sick joke. I could care less what someone's sexual preference is. And I'm not saying that like I'm guilted and I'm here, saying that to try to get you to believe me if you're a liberal. It's just I am not obsessed with bodily functions and sex. And I realize it's a psychic warfare thing to screw our kids up. Children shouldn't be sexualized about anything sexual. I don't care if it's heterosexual or what it is. And I've got all these articles about white privilege in colleges and how they're teaching them to get your degree, that being white is bad and what you need to do to not be evil. as if that's the only issue in the world, to get everybody infighting with each other. And then meanwhile, Mexico murders, new arrest and slayings of 43 Guerrero college students. In 2014, they protested the mayor, and so they were kidnapped, tortured, and then incinerated. And I mean, I've got scores of stories like that today, and no one cares about young people being incinerated. But I guarantee you, if some gay person got munched in the nose down there, it'd be international news right now, and Anderson Cooper would be helping, you know, pat him on the back and just all the rest of it. Anderson Cooper of the Central Intelligence Agency, who leaked all those photos of his boyfriend hanging out and kissing other guys. It's like Hollywood folks releasing fake sex tapes, trying to make himself a celebrity. Nowadays, to become famous, you just release a photo of your boyfriend, all photoshopped, you know, shot like it was the cover of Time magazine professionally. I knew it was fake when it came out. Then they admitted it was fake. Kissing his boyfriend. Now an accomplishment is your boyfriend kissing someone, another man, and then that's big news. What a failed, fallen society. I mean, if it was heterosexuals running around grandstanding like this. Here's a heterosexual newscaster whose wife got caught kissing another man. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's crazy. Meanwhile, look at this stack of news just on ISIS today. ISIS, and our borders are wide open. Islamists kidnap 120 school children in Iraq, city of Mosul. Business Times. Residents, including children, are desperately fighting off Islamic State militants. There's videos of children as young as 8 battling them because they don't have any hope. They're dead if they don't. Iraq had a Second Amendment under Saddam. That's why it had to be taken out, so they've still got some guns hidden. Only reason they can fight the West al-Qaeda force. ISIS Islamists kidnap 120 school children. Gunman attacks South Korean embassy in Tripoli. 2 guards killed. Reuters. ISIS again. Here's another one up on Infowars.com. New Islamic State video calls for attacks on the American homeland. Promises another 9/11. And meanwhile, our border is completely, totally wide open. And the FBI says that we should brace for the attacks to come that they believe are basically imminent. And then when there are attacks, the answer will be wider borders open, but checkpoints in the shopping malls. I was watching Fox and CNN last week. We have their TVs on in different rooms here at the office. And so it had to be the talking point because I caught it like 3 times. I barely even watch. Going, what? How do we protect the soft targets at shopping malls? The answer is more armed security and perhaps checkpoints like airports. Walk in another room, same thing on CNN, same thing on Fox. But the border's wide open. That's like leaving your front door open but having an armed guard on the roof. I mean, it's just so stupid. The answer is arm the people and control the border and don't fund Al-Qaeda. Introducing Secret 12, the new InfoWars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin. Secret 12 is simply taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com. The experts are clear. Sunlight, purified water, healthy non-GMO food, and having a good attitude is essential to a healthy immune system. But I go further with Super Nascent Iodine X2 from InfoWarsLife.com. 50% stronger than our original and revolutionary Nascent Iodine formula, coming from a deep earth crystal source that no other supplier has. Most other forms of iodine come from seaweed in areas plagued by Fukushima and other contaminants. Not our iodine. It comes from over 200 200-million-year-old crystal salt deposits and is tested and proven to be completely pure. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. See the informational videos. Read the information they're compiled. And for a limited time, when you use promo code NOW at checkout, you get an additional 5% off the entire family of InfoWarsLife.com products. Secure